Welcome back, West Texas here now with that full forecast. Just showing you the radar just to show you how far we've come. We started with these storms up here in the mid-country and they slowly progressed further south as we got through much of this evening afternoon. They ended probably around 8 p.m. Okay, we saw some gusty winds, some frequent lightning, and of course some of those heavier downpours bringing us those rain totals we love to see and deserve. And so look at the effect that it had on our temperatures. It kept us very, very cool today. Anywhere that rain passed by, temperatures quickly dropped into the 70s or 80s for some of us. We're seeing 78 degrees right now in San Angelo, and it's 9:16. We haven't seen temperatures this cool in quite a long time. 81 degrees here in Brownwood, 74 right there in Brady. So we are very, very cool. You can see in the big country, we're only in the 80s, and nobody is in the 90s for the first time in a while. There's that live view. It's dark by now, but we had some very pretty skies afterwards. Very, very pretty colors coming through. But as we get through the rest of tonight, of course, we are clear with the rest of that rain, but we are going to see a little bit more. We're going to get into Thursday, our next best chance for some of that spread out rain. It's going to start here in the northwestern big country, possibly in Thursday morning. If you're up that early, be prepared for that rain, but I know I definitely won't be. As we continue through the rest of the day, you see we have that low just 2 hours later. We're going to stay the mid 70s. So a lot of these locations, the temperature is not likely to change over these next couple of hours. But if you're still in the 80s up here in the big country, you guys still have about 10 degrees or so to go. But getting through the rest of the day, that rain's going to pass over. We're going to get into the afternoon. It's going to stay very widespread, kind of scattered like we've continued to see, but there is a little bit of tension getting here into the Concho Valley, even a little bit of the Edwards Plateau, getting from about Sterling City down to parts of Sonora, El Dorado, and even Junction. Then we'll get through the rest of the afternoon, and then we'll clear out by the time we get into the nighttime as we usually do. Temperatures staying in the 80s by the time we get to the night. But talking about the rainfall we've seen over this couple of days, because it's come and it's gone consistently. So this is the rain that we saw on Tuesday. Abilene and Anson getting 0.27 inches, Haskell a bit further north getting 0.14, but the central part of our region seems to consistently get the most rain. Coleman over half an inch, Sterling City almost at 3/4 of an inch right there with 0.68. But here's some of the rainfall we've seen so far today. Just a couple preliminary numbers. San Angelo getting near 0.2, Menard getting near 0.15. You can see here in Coleman, yet again, they've got one of the highest totals, 0.43, very close to a full half of an inch. But you see further up north, Breckenridge, only a little bit under a tenth of an inch. So it's a little bit spread out, but a lot of this rain seems to stay pretty heavily on this eastern part of the region. But when we look over these next couple of days, we're going to continue to see this rain mostly stay on the south side. It seems like the far northern big country had their turn at the beginning of the week, and now it's time for the hill country and the Edwards Plateau to get their go. But wrapping up with your 7-day forecast, we've still got some 90-degree temperatures to continue along with this heat, some cloudier skies as we finish up the week. But as we get later into next week, it seems like we're going to heat up, the sky's going to clear out, and we may even be back to those triple digits.